You want this? Oh. Well, like, so I'm just making a wee tiny video here because, and what I'm about to say, it might not necessarily be set in stone, but if it is, then hey puppy, it's pretty grim. So, for those that have known me for a while, will know, or have known me on Telegram, I should say, for a while. I haven't been on Telegram really for ages, but if you've known me for a long time, you're probably familiar with somebody on Telegram who used to be in a lot of the chats that I was in. He was in my chat, I was in his chats, he was in a lot of like the sort of public chats that I was part of as well, and vice versa. He went by the name Nostrildamus, for the most part. I've known the guy since, we're going back like, what, 2020? I always used to speak about on streams and videos and stuff about like No Chance and Scott Salmer. They were always like my two buddies. John was always the third one as well. You know, he always sort of changed his name on Telegram, so it was kind of difficult to refer to him as something in particular. But he did occasionally appear on a stream with us. He appeared on one or two with me and Scott Salmer. And just at the start of 2024, John sort of left Telegram because he had come down with cancer, and contact between me and him at the time diminished, as did so with everybody else on Telegram and whatnot. And consequently, as months have gone on, and contact between him and other people has ended up null and void. It's got to a point as well, due to like me being about on Telegram, that Scott Salmer's getting asked a couple of questions by some of John's other friends, his American friends and stuff. And point being, anyway, that I think the jury is out on that one potentially, but I think unfortunately, due to like his phone not working anymore and whatnot, I think that it's safe to say that John has passed. I'm sweating like fuck with this fucking heat. Why have I got a hoodie on? This is anybody's guess. You know, the sad thing, just on a wee side note before I speak briefly about John, is that his YouTube channel, you know, I get a wee tiny YouTube channel which was just for friends and stuff. He used to post a lot of videos of him a couple of years ago fucking flying about. He seems to have deleted them, a lot of them, right enough, but he used to do a lot of videos of him flying about in his e-bike that he'd sort of souped up. He was in the archery as well. But the last few videos that he made, stage 4 lung cancer widespread, a stage 4 cancer patient's poor man's dabble. It's I don't know. I wish I'd had the ability to be in contact with him last year when it really counted. But as I say, he sort of disappeared off the internet. And it made things a bit more difficult, obviously. John was, I don't know. The jury potentially might be out, as I say, on that one, but he was there for me big time when I was going through a lot of complications in my private life a few years ago. You know, he was always there at the end of my fucking voice notes, poor bastard. But on the flip side, I was there for him too. You know, we built up a rapport very early on, and I can't say that about many people because I didn't when I joined Telegram back in 2020 and whatnot, I didn't really just like, oh, hi, you want to talk to me? Let me tell you my problems. Or do you want to talk to me? I'll tell you about what's going on in my life. No. There was just a very select few that I sort of clicked with. Others over time, I would maybe open up about slightly and whatnot. But John, it was almost immediate, you know? And he was a very firm believer in Christianity. He was a very, 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 very fucking passionate nationalist and whatnot. And he was a proud father. So I hope that, I don't know. It's one of those things because it's been like a year of like radio silence. And the reason that like I'm making this video is because I was on the phone to Scott's Armour earlier on, and it was him basically bringing it up. He said he's been asked again about John, and I don't have the answers. But nearly a year with no contact. If he's still out there and he's still fighting on, good. That said, though, that brings its own complications. What pain would he be going through and what struggles and whatnot? However, if he is gone, he ain't going to be forgotten. He sure as fuck ain't forgotten him. He was a good friend to me. And for anybody that still subscribes to my channel who knows who I'm speaking about, you know exactly what I'm talking about. He was a good guy. Anyway.